What's going on, everybody? I'm back again with another video, and I'm in an area that I filmed last year during the winter time when it was really cold with this battery park. Today I'm filming it in the summertime, really gorgeous day, low 70s. But there's a new attraction that they opened in the other side that I want to check it out, and that is actually the reason that I came back here to film. Today I'm going to start the opposite direction that I started last time. From this side, towards the north side, and I'm going to walk all the way towards the southern tip of Battery Park. So without further ado, join me. Here you got, luxury jets. And then some of the skyscrapers of the lower part of Manhattan. The Freedom Tower is right here. As you can see, downtown Jersey City is right ahead of me. That's this change place right there. And you can see how really close it is to the city. I love how the sun lines up with it. This is actually one of the nicest parks that we got here in New York City. That way is the Statue of Liberty. So if I walk all the way towards the southern area, you're probably gonna get like a close-up look to it. Because I've never been to the Statue of Liberty, the closest I've been is in Liberty State Park in Jersey City, right across the way. It's like right behind the Statue of Liberty, and you can see it. But let's walk towards the other side, because they got a couple of cool things happening right here. Also over here, you can take the ferry to New Jersey, the New York Waterway, the ferry to Staten Island, not the Staten Island ferry, but New York City ferry. They got multiple ferry lines, and the newest additional extension stops here in Battery Park and it goes to 39th Street. So, that's a really cool thing in here. Of course, the views of the skyscrapers of downtown Jersey City, but let's walk towards the northern side of this park in some areas of the neighborhood to see what's going on. Here you see the map, New York Waterway Ferry. Due to it being a Saturday, I don't think the schedule is as much today. It's mostly like in the weekdays. But look how beautiful the sky is. Blue, and that's the terminal right there. So here you can take the ferry. Then ahead of me is not only the area with the view, but they also beautify the area with some plants and flowers. And then you can see some of the skyscrapers ahead. They even have like a basketball court. Years ago, I played basketball one time. They needed like an extra man, and they randomly chose me. So over here, I'm gonna walk in, and there's like a staircase that if you go up, you get a nice view. So let's check it out. This over here is a terminal that you could take. Port Authority Ferry Terminal, Brookfield Place. Oh wow, and remember last year when I came, like I said, it was winter. So this was off, but today it's on. So I'm gonna show you guys. And this is literally like a map and a couple of subway units that you could take, like a PATH train. And then this is the map, like around here, the park, and then some of the neighborhood district right here. So it's actually a neighborhood. And over here's the lake. And today it's on, and they got animals in it. Geese navigating in the water. You can't see it clear from here, but they have fishes too. I don't know if you can see like the orange fishes. And then the waterfalls there in the background, so. I'm not sure these are ducks or geese. I think they are geese. Wow, look at all the family of fishes going on right here. You see what's going on over here. Really beautiful. And then over there you get the view of the Freedom Tower at the end. So the Freedom Tower here, the little lake, then the Hudson River and Jersey City. So yeah, what else can you ask for, especially in a beautiful, gorgeous day like this? And this is just the beginning. I've only walked a little portion of it because I'm gonna walk all the way towards the south. I'm gonna make it towards this stair over here to see what's going on. It's like a hidden gem. So in this area over here is actually the Irish Hunger Memorial, and it contains like stones from each of Ireland's counties in remembrance, of the ugly history that it passed, long time ago. So we're gonna go towards the other side. There should be a view. And I'm not gonna lie, I've never been to Ireland, but I've seen videos, and over here ahead, kind of makes me feel like if I'm in Ireland, like the stones and everything. Even in the white area, they have a little bit of a message going on. So you get this here, and then the Freedom Tower at the end. So we just gotta pass by the stones and go all the way up. And there's, I guess, going up in a mountain, but this is like in the city. Like a little hidden gem area, and then Freedom Tower is right here. I think if you go over there, it's like where you get the nice view. So like I say, this is a hidden gem right here in this park. Over here should be a nice view. It's not really high up, but you see behind me what we get, and then here you get a piece of the Hudson River. So I'll show you, see? The sun, everything over here is gorgeous, right? And the weather today is literally just perfection. Like a low 70-degree weather, so yeah, this over here, it's like I said, it's a little hidden gem. You pass this sculpture and you go all the way up, and you get this here on top. But a nice, cool spot, but we still got a lot of exploration going on, so let's go back towards the waterfront and keep on exploring towards the northern tip of this park, so you can see what's going on. Then we're gonna walk all the way towards the other side to see what else is going on. And here we got a playground, then they got like a greenery area of grass where people can just sit down and relax and enjoy a day or like a picnic or anything like that. Got people here playing American football, throwing the ball from one side to another one. So they're gonna walk forward because the basketball court should be in the other side. How lovely it is. Everybody just here relaxing and enjoying this gorgeous day of a summer, because we only got like a little over 2 weeks, like 2 weeks and a half of summertime, and then fall season here is coming, which is also another beautiful season out here in New York, because the leaves, they change and it gives it like a nice vibe to the city. Here's the basketball court. This is one of the nicest areas for you to play some hoops. Basketball right there, to play some basketball, with vegetation, nature. Then you got the Hudson River and the Freedom Tower on the other side. So what a great vibe. You got the big green area, but I'm gonna walk back towards the waterfront so I can capture like a better shot of this area over here. A good view here, the sun shining with the waterfront. Statue of Liberty is over that way. I don't know if you can see it clear. And this is the other angle of the park. And today is pretty busy, like the greenery area, the grass. People picnic or doing meditation or just hanging out with their friends and their homies. I tell you, no matter what, and the thing is I live really close from here, like maybe like a 15-minute commute, but it never ceases to amaze me, everything that I can find and all the good vibes that we got over here. So I say there's never an excuse for you to not explore, or there's never an excuse for you to be like, oh, I'm bored. You just gotta get out of your comfort zone, explore around your area, and you're gonna find some pretty interesting things, Here they got the flowers, so it's not just the waterfront, they also beautify the area. And over here we got the corner, and this here's where we got the Mayor Green area. Sometimes they do like concerts around here. One time they did like a festival and I came, and they have food and everything. And then you see like the high-rise buildings out here. So it's pretty nice. So this is also part of Battery Park City, this building. These are like high-rise condos, and they're pretty, a little bit expensive, so. So seeing the people lay down kind of gives you that vibe of Central Park. The way out to get laid down on the pavement. I think I did that only like one time. In Central Park, I was actually blogging when I was starting to blog, and I sat down in the grass, chill, and then I didn't realize some of my friends were playing Frisbee. So when I noticed who they were, they invited me and I played Frisbee there until the evening or the nighttime. But yeah, and here's coming the NYC ferry that will take you to Staten Island. Let me show you a little close up. And people, they go up in the top patio of the ferry, because that's a good way for you to get some fresh air and enjoy the views. So I'll show you from right here. And I said it many times, that's like my favorite way of commuting around New York City by the ferry. I think it's $4 or something. It used to be the same price as the subway, but they raised the price a little bit more, but it's still worth it. There it goes, the boat. So I'm assuming it's coming from 39th Street. It's gonna do a stop in Brookfield Place, and then it's gonna head to St. George and Staten Island, near the outlets. Then you can see the Hudson Yard right there, parts of West Village at the other side, and Tribeca right here. So I'm gonna walk towards this way because there's a Puerto Rican memorial. Yeah, it's just crazy in a nice park like this to have a memorial towards Hurricane Maria from Puerto Rico when it hit, years ago, which is the worst hurricane that's ever hit the island. And hopefully we never have a catastrophe like that. But till this day, the island is really struggling to recover, it's struggling with infrastructure and stuff like that. So, an island that has a lot of potential. So hopefully in the future, this island, it shines. That's where I'm from. So here we got the geese. chilling around. Not only this park reminds me of Central Park, now that I look at the geese, it reminds me a little bit of Newport in Jersey City and Hoboken too. Like if you go around by the waterfront, they got like a lot of this geese hanging out around here. So then ahead of me over here is the memorial that they recreate, for my island, Puerto Rico. So, it's an honor that they have a piece of that right here in this area of New York. So I'm just gonna walk by it to show you what's going on right here. So, and this is the structure over here. They have it both in English and Spanish. Then here in the floor gives you a brief. This is the English one. September 20, 2017, Hurricane Maria, the strongest hurricane that hit Puerto Rico in nearly a century, made landfall, causing catastrophic damage and an unprecedented humanitarian crisis. New York students' solidarity with Puerto Rico, providing immediate relief and helping to rebuild the island. So the memorial here, it honors the loss and the tribute, to what's going on, to what happened over there. So it's really cool what they did here, and it stays here, every day, 365 days a year. So I'm gonna make it a little bit into the neighborhood, because it's not only like the waterfront, they got a little neighborhood with high-rise buildings and condos. To show you what's going on too, I'll make it towards the other side that I want to show you guys. So some of the apartments, I think this is a high school right here. Then Tribeca, Valet Park, now leasing. I know it's gotta be expensive. But I like how beautiful it looks like. Chambers 400. If you go on the other side, it's Tribeca. Then I'm gonna make a detour on my next right. And over here, entering some of the streets of Battery Park City, which is between the lower part of Manhattan Financial District and Tribeca. You can see they got the modern buildings, but they also design like the plants and the grass out here. But I tell you, comparing Midtown and Lower Manhattan is probably like the cleanest part in Manhattan comparing to Midtown Manhattan. You can see how nice the sidewalks are, and they decorated with the cobblestones too. Then in the middle is like a dog park. You could bring your pets and play around there. This is an area for me to shortcut, So here they have a cool area with stones and like a little, I guess, pedestrian area that connects you to the other side, and it's covered with trees. So this is really cool. So this is it right here, and due to it's Saturday, it's pretty quiet. But I want to show you like the stones that they got here, the rocks, which is pretty popular all over New York City. Yeah, this is actually dope. Love it out here. Now, not sure, but I think you could actually go up here. I could be wrong, so I'm just exploring around to see what can I find. Then lots of trees here surrounded by the buildings and apartment complex. So I'm on top of the stones over here. Not much you can see, but there's like a green area, a couple of buildings, and then they got like a little water park here for the kids to play around. A couple of kids playing around here. Wonder if I can shortcut through over here. Let me see, but this is actually really cool. I think I got a better view in this side. Yeah, so here's actually a better view. You can see it's pretty nice. It's really cool what they do here in New York or in new developments. Like they make urban buildings, but they also try to balance it out, with green areas and parks. And that's something that a lot of cities, if they're planning to build like new cities or new neighborhoods, I think they need to do that, not just build pure concrete, like build pure vegetation like this. See, I'm literally surrounded like by a jungle. Because that way, it can preserve the environment and help out with the weather. Now I'm gonna make it towards this other side of Battery Park, where they got like a football field, something like that, surrounded by skyscrapers. They literally built this new building here in front of me, so here I am shortcutting. The thing is, I've only showed you a little portion of what's going on here, but there's so much to see that you easily get distracted, Here it is what I'm talking about, see? It's a mixture of a football and baseball field surrounded by the concrete jungle of New York City, the skyscrapers. Tribeca's over here, so. But I love the vibe, I love how they combine all this with the buildings. But now let's head back and continue with our beautiful exploration throughout Battery Park City. Let's see what else is going on, and we're gonna make it towards near the Staten Island Ferry Terminal, because I know last time they've been trying to renovate an area over there, so I think it's finally done and finished. So I'm excited to go over there and check it out to see what's going on. So now I'm making it again towards where I started my video. So like I said, this is like probably like half of the park, but the park keeps going all the way towards the other side. And like I say, you know, once you go to the other side, you can literally see the Statue of Liberty a little bit closer towards you. And this is an area where they do a lot of happy hours after work, and restaurants too, where people can just chill and drink and all that. But I'm gonna make it towards the other side to see what's going on. Then they have a lot of sitting areas over here. I'll tell you, this is literally like meditation. I could come sit here all entire day and not get bored, just appreciate, you know, all the beauty that lives have to offer. Here they got some apartment complex. I figure if you're going around here, it'll take you into the neighborhood, but then the waterfront, it goes all the way towards that way too. So I think I'm probably gonna do a little bit of the neighborhood right here and then exit out towards the waterfront to show you what's going on. That way you don't really get like the same view, you know, throughout the entire length of my walk right here. And here's another street. This is South End Avenue. Goes all the way towards the other side. But you'll see how nice the streets are, you know, the sidewalks. Pretty impeccable. It's just mostly residential units. There should be like a plaza that connects me towards the waterfront. So I'll walk over there to show you what's going on. Then here, it feels like you're into a little bit of another world. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of reminds me a bit of Chicago, you know, like pretty well preserved streets, you know, high-rise buildings, but not too crowded. And that's what I think about when I visualize Chicago. You know, it doesn't have like the crowds like we have in New York, but it's a really nice city. I'm kind of want to go back and explore a little bit more of that city. But here should be the park, and this will connect me back again towards the waterfront. So I think that's exactly what I'm about to do, head back towards the waterfront area to see what's going on. And ahead of me is the ending of this road, and this will take me back towards the waterfront, and I see a bunch of trees. I tell you, the way how New York combines, you know, the nature with the city, the urban area, it just blows my mind, you know. Can't get enough of it. It's just really cool. We're walking South End, and like I said, this will take you back towards the waterfront. All a bunch of trees, and the boardwalk is right there. So I think Battery Park is a really, really nice chill area in the lower part of Manhattan. Think about Manhattan and other boroughs, it's like there's always like parks throughout the waterfront. So, you know, it gives it like a really nice, cool, chill vibe for you to explore. And here we are once again by the waterfront, but in the other side. A little different from the area that I started, and the sun is right here. I gotta say, wow, it's a different vibe from where I was filming last time, which it was in the winter and it was really cold. But now it's summertime, surrounded by all these trees. And Hudson River is right here, the sun in Jersey City. Like if you look from a far distance, it looks like it's two cities in one. And this area over here, the last time I filmed this area, I filmed right here. I went all the way to the top to get some good shots. But yeah, every part of this location is photogenic. You can practice your photography skills. This is like the newer side. This is what they developed right here. And then over there you can see the Statue of Liberty. Probably the closest you're gonna see the Statue of Liberty from right here. And there goes the Staten Island Ferry. But if you wanna get a good shot of the Statue of Liberty free of cost, just hop in the Staten Island Ferry and get on the balcony of the right side. The ferry's gonna pass by right in front of it and you can take a picture of it. It's like a little trick. And then they got like this over here. So it's pretty nice what they did here, you know, like a new renovation, because the last time I came here, they were still rebuilding this, but now I guess it's fully open. To get over here, like I say, it looks like an amphitheater. So once you get on the top, it's just grass for people to do picnic, some views of the skyscrapers, and then of course, the beautiful Hudson River right here. And it seems like they built a new building right here, because I don't remember seeing that, so they developed all this over here pretty quick. So I wonder what happens if I walk towards this way. It says coming in 2026. Here's a rendering of what they're doing. So I'm not sure, I guess they're just beautifying the area a little bit more. So it seems like over here they're renovating pretty hard, you know. I thought it was finished already. I'm gonna try to make it towards the other side to see what's going on by the ferry terminal. here I am entering the other side. It's crazy. They're still renovating it, even though I filmed this like last year. So I thought it was already officially open, but I guess not though. But let me just walk towards the other side to see what's going on. It literally takes all of this right here. But I'm sure when they open it, it's gonna be beautiful. This area is much more busier than where I started, obviously because they got the Staten Island ferry, and you can take the ferry here to the Statue of Liberty. So they got an area where they sell the tickets right here. So that made sense why you see so many tourists out here. So I prefer the other side because it's much more chiller, not too many people. You got a water park here. Seems like little by little they're opening little phases or little portions of what they're being renovating over here. Then on the other side is the carousel. So wow, it's a big park. I feel like I've walked a good amount right here today. Bottom line, because it's gorgeous, and like I said, the weather's pretty nice, so it really contributes, you know, to the exploration. In this area, we got like a Navy memorial. I believe around this area is where I started my video the last time I came here. So probably gonna finish it over this side. So the opposite of what I did last time. There's a lot of people, including vendors out here. I also saw a sign that says scam adders, so beware of that, you know. This is what we got here. United States Army, Air Forces, and names. I guess those are the soldiers who passed away in the state where they're from. Really hard to see, but let me show you like a little close-up, you know, the names, what unit or rank they used to be in, and the states, I guess, where they were from. So it's like an open plaza like this, and then this, and then you got vendors over here selling. And then the ferry to the Statue of Liberty is over that way. But I think this is gonna be a good area for me to wrap up the video, Battery Park City. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Be safe out there, everybody. God bless y'all, and peace.